From Bureaucrat to Villainess, 12 episodes, comedy, fantasy, and isekai, and a manga adaptation. Now, in this anime, we have our main character who is a huge otaku and landed his dream job as working as an advertising company for different otaku products, whether it be a movie, toys, and so on and so on. Now, the typical child running across the street, a car coming over, and sadly, no, it's not Raccoon. And the main character pushes the kid out of the way and gets hit by the car and isekai. Now, he didn't just get in the isekai to any random fantasy world. No, it's in the video game world, the dating sim video game world that his daughter was playing. Now, I don't remember the game, but a dating sim. Now, he got reincarnated as the villainess, Grace, and now and through the memories of him interacting with his daughter, mostly remember the plot here and there and some of the character, trying to avoid the bad ending, and along the way find a way to return back home to his wife and kid, daughter. Now that's the mostly the basic plot of the story. Now let me tell you my opinions. Okay, first, I really did enjoy the main character once he's isekai as the villainess, being Grace. Many of the time is it did make me chuckle here there and laugh at some of these jokes, some of them being stupid but stupid funny that for some reason made me laugh. Now, Grace has something interesting. She has like a in-game filter that whatever I'm just going to stick with she. Grace have a in-game filter that whatever he does from her previous life, it is translated through the filter as a noble gesture, etiquette. You know, the typical, as an example, the typical the Japanese bowing to show sincerity and respect. Well, in Grace's mind, he's doing the bow, but in game world, he's doing the typical noble courtesy, and whatever he says or do in his mind is translated to a noble gesture, whether it be eating fancy with the utensils, spoon, forks, choosing the correct one, the way, just simply a noble etiquette. Everything that he does translated to noble etiquette. So that's one thing that it caught my fancy. Now, one thing that I also really enjoy about the character, and it's just something personal. There's another character who is supposed to be the heroine of the video game. Her name being Anna. Well, Grace, whenever she says Anna's name, she said it with a certain. She possesses the way she put emphasis in part of her name. For some reason, it always tickle my fancy. She says it in Anna. No, not that way. But she said it says it in such a way that it just always tickles me. By the way, I saw this anime in sub. It does has a dub version. I don't know if the dub voice actress does the same pronunciation of her name, but in the sub version is the one that says it the way that tickles me. Now, also, yes, like just since I just mentioned her, Anna being the main heroine of the video game role of the video game. Well, Grace tries to bully Anna in the same way as as she did in the video game, but being a dad in Grace's body, whenever he speaks with Anna or any other character, his that mode activates, and he speak in a kind fatherly manner that in he thinks that he's being mean or stern, but or rude, but to other characters they just view it in a different way, and it makes them enamored towards her even more. Even there's a thing where each time the like in video game, each time that your friendship or romance values goes up, throughout the entire show you see a glowing light that signifies that they grow even more fonder of that person. And each time that Graces does anything rather does anything in a certain way, people misunderstand, and you see the light coming down, signifying that they grew fonder and more fonder. It was hilarious. Sometimes it made me laugh when the light goes blah 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 blah, like 5 or 7 times in rapid succession. That it got my to chuckle. Now there's well, let's talk about the from before he got isekai, the wife and daughter. Now before God bless this family, because the entire family is a bunch of otakus, to the point so that when the daughter returned from the hospital, because the main character is technically, he's not dead, he's in a coma in the hospital. So when they return home and see the game playing on the television, uh, by the daughter, by just seeing the screen and seeing what the character Grace was saying, the the name card saying the name of the dad there and everything, she concluded that our dad got isekai to the game. And when the daughter says to the wife, he got isekai, she believed her instantly. She didn't question it. She just, okay, I believe you. And it didn't end there, because they do play a pivotal role to the story, because they be still doing a little bit of in-game mechanics. The daughter does have to help her dad by controlling the monster companion that the dad Grace and there's like a miniature dragon that controls both fire and water. So they are going to continue appearing throughout the story if there's a season 2. And honestly, I do want a season 2. I got a real chuckle out of all the characters and everything. Now we have also the love interest that were supposed to be in the game. Now there are not just a simple plank of wood, pretty faces, and that's it. Each one of them has their own unique personality. Being one that likes to do is very smart but likes to do dad jokes. Another that's very mischievous. Another that is the main love interest there is the prince, and wants to only do things that benefits the country and so on, but by the episode grows founder of Grace. And just each one of them have personality, not blank pieces of wood. They're very unique characters. Now when it comes to the story, technically we have one more that is an importance, and it's Grace's mother. that throughout the entire 12 episode, you never see her face. She being very clouded in mystery, and by the thing is that throughout the 12 episodes, Graces uncovers the truth about things that the obviously the video game doesn't cover. Grace's backstory, how she became such a villainess, and uncovering things about the world building and so on and so on, and even hinting, never revealed, so even I don't know about Grace's mother and even Anna's mother. There's been some sort of mystery in there, like that. Well, never revealed. It just hinted that there's something going on with the two of them. And honestly, I want a season two to find out. I'm going to stick with this one anime only. So if it's revealed in the manga, who knows? Maybe in a year or two, if I remember this property, I go, well. If by now there's no season two, then I read the manga. So okay, when it comes to the story, one more thing. While I was very entertained by almost all 12 episodes, there was sadly one that didn't move the plot forward in any way. Honestly, it felt like filler. It was when they were stuck in a cube and they have to do puzzles and something to get out and return to the video game world, just simply to escape that puzzle. That entire episode, I felt like filler. They moved the plot forward, didn't learn anything about the characters, they didn't overcome or grow as a person or anything like that. So yes, there is sadly that's a little bit of a negative. Now, one last thing that I want to say is that the ending song, the ED from this anime, honestly for now is my favorite. Not only the music but also visually is very well. You obviously I'm not going to sing it right now or anything like that, but from the winter anime season, this one for now is my favorite. So yeah, I think I'm going to leave it here. I had a lot of fun with this one. I do want a season two, like I said. I want to find out. So let me give you my score. So in this one, I am going to give it a score a 6 out of 10. Now, even though that I did enjoy it and I do want a season two, that one episode that felt like failure, and honestly, the animation wasn't all that great. Was there ever a dip in quality? No. But when it comes to the character model, their faces, or the animation when they're battling using magic and stuff, wasn't all that impressive. It wasn't awful. It was just okay. It was passable. So that's why I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. Now, I'm going to leave it here. So have a good day, have a good night, wherever you're from, and see you next video.